Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Overlord Load of Nazarick video. Now, in this video, we'll be talking about the priority list for the tanks. I'm gonna do the supports next, and I'm gonna go and do teams and lineups and formations for PvE and PvP. I'm gonna do a lot of videos dissecting everything about the game. Probably I'm gonna make some guides about stuff that you asked for that I never thought about, but you're asking me about them, so I'm gonna make them just to make it easy, and we can be covering everything about the game, so when we get new units and new events, we understand how to go throughout the game and play that. Now, I'm gonna talk about this right now before we get the update of CZ Tank and Hamski Tank. Again, when they drop into the game, CZ and Hamski Tank are the best tanks in the entire game. Then everybody else comes like after them. Every single other tank are inferior to them in a way that they come next to them. Okay, so whenever you ask me in this must build or low investment or whatever, should we put Hamski Tank and CZ Tank, I would say they are there in the top in the must build. Okay, and then everybody else comes next. So we'll be starting and talking about the must build, and these are must build because they are important for your entire progress. Plus, at low investment, you can build them at 1 copy, maybe get them to 4 stars, and that's it, and maybe have one of their Arclight. Starting off with, of course, Yaldabaoth, the new unit that dropped into the game and took the game for tanking by storm with everything that he does, especially his passive Congeal. Congeal is the most broken thing about him. Plus, if you get his Arclight, that will be amazing. If you don't want his Arclight, like me, I don't like his Arclight. I got it because I don't have Fearless. If I have Fearless, I would give him Fearless. He will survive even more. Plus, give him a champion set, or if you want, you can play Red Dragon set for more toxicity, but we're talking about for a champion set because he will gain a lot of HP and he will never die. Plus, with Fearless, you'll almost guarantee yourself at full HP, and he heal himself by himself. Congeal is the best passive that he has. Plus, with his ultimate, he go and support you, so it means no one shot from single targets will happen. Absolutely crazy tank, works with 1 copy. At 4 stars, he becomes incredible, and you can build him up to 5 stars, 6 stars, slowly. I wouldn't say rush him to any point. He will be broken at 6 stars, yes, he will be, but he's really good at 1 copy, and 4 stars is where he starts shining. Now, the next unit that I will talk about is one of my favorite, and it's a fan favorite, and it's everybody's favorite, and it have been the best tank so far in the game, which is Shalltear. Now, Valkyrie Shalltear, do not mistaken her with Yaldabaoth, as they can't go with each other on the same team. Yes, you can put them on the same lineup, and it will be even more toxic. She will take less damage, he will take less damage, everybody will take less damage with her sharing ability. Plus, she sustain and heal herself by herself. Plus, she used defense down, so she helps you debuff your enemies. Absolutely a crazy tank. We use her in bossing a lot. We use her in PvE, in PvP. In PvP, you can't play a lineup that you don't have Valkyrie Shalltear or Yaldabaoth on. So they are absolutely essential to everything in your content. So if you want to play push PvP, push PvE, push bossing, you need Valkyrie Shalltear to be there, at least to help you in some aspect of these stages. Absolutely the greatest tank in my opinion in the game, but we're putting Yaldabaoth because Yaldabaoth fits in many teams. She can fit in 1 team, maybe 2 teams, not all the teams she fits in. Even if you want to play her to protect, her role in sharing can be mitigated if she gets countered by that, but anything else, we don't care about it right now. I'm gonna talk about how she is good in all of the content. So she's great in my opinion. She's the best tank. I don't know about you. Now, another tank, okay, let me talk and explain it this way. Why I would put as must build, because he has the sharing, also he does the shields, and he enable counter, and he heals the entire team. I wouldn't say is a must build as max him out or something. Now, he does not perform good until you have him at 5 star. At 4 star, he's decent, but he needs 5 stars. So I would say he's a high investment, mid to high investment, but he's a must have on your account. You must build him. At least even at 1 copy, he would help with the counter team. So you'd have 3 solid tanks. If you want to play also in PvP and be competitive, you have 3 tanks to play around, which is kind of great. Now, we would tell me, but let's say they banned one of them on our third team, what could we play or something like that? I would say you play Yuri. Yuri is another tank that is low investment. You might not even upgrade her, but she's free to play. She's an SR. You will get a lot of copies of her. You're gonna get her to 6 stars. You don't even need to level up all of her skills and all of her abilities. You give her a good set, play her on speed and defense, and that's it. She's absolutely a beast. She's a monster. She goes and stun. She's a speedy character that will allow your team go first, and she can protect just like Yaldabaoth with her support ability, which is absolutely fantastic. So these tanks, I would say you don't need. I could stop the video here and end it and tell you this is my options for you. Just build these 3 and then get Yuri, and that's it. But what if you don't have these? Like, I don't have Cocytus. I already built these 3. What can I do? Now, if you are lucky and you got yourself a PDL. PDL is a low investment again. PDL stands for Platinum Dragon's Lord's Armor, okay? He's a great tank with his shields. Once upon a time, he was the best tank in the entire game, points down. Like nobody is better than him in the game, especially for PvE and progression, and in PvP at the start of the game. When we started PvP, I never lost. I almost won everything just because of him. Now, they built Valkyrie Shalltear. They spent hundreds of dollars also on Knight Albedo, and still PDL rocking solid with this lineup, or with the progression, because he does even better early game. How does he do early game? You get 1 copy of him, and that's it. The big thick shield wall allow you through treasury to go and unlock Prism really early. This is what we did, and I rolled my account to have him. I kept re-rolling it until I got 1 copy of him, and as you see, I've been ranking in everything in the top 10, maybe top 3, because he's that good at the early game. Now, mid game, he starts falling off a little bit because he does not offer that much until like it becomes super hard for shields to become something to protect you. Like, you need other buffs or debuffs, such as Masked Shalltear with her, or Congeal from Yaldabaoth. But until the late game, he really provides for Shock Team. He cleanses your entire team, especially if you have his Arclight. Low investment, you need him at 4-star, he becomes perfect. If you got his Arclight by sheer luck, or if you went and buy it by 300, which I don't recommend unless you're maining him. If you have him 6-star or 5 stars at least, yeah, buy his Arclight, it would help a lot. And that's it. There's another Arclight that you can use that it will give him shield at the start. It's an SR Arclight. I will put it on the screen, I forgot the name of it. It's really so essential for him early game. You can play it on him and he will support immediately by joining the battle. So it means no one shot for your lineup. Now, again, another low investment character that he's one of my favorite and one of the best tanks in the game, which is Death Knight. Yes, you might not understand or think about Death Knight as a character that you would build at the start. Absolutely better than all of them at the early game. Yes, better than Shalltear, better than Yaldabaoth is still superior to him. Better than Shalltear, I would say, at the early game. Better at, not protection, but better at soaking damage than PDL at the early game. Not better than Yuri, I would say. Okay, Death Knight. In some cases, they are better. Like, sometimes he's better in something, sometimes she's better than something. That's early game. I mean, at 1 copy at the game, like the starting of the game, you're not leveling up everybody. Death Knight enables you. He dies and revives himself. He's so speedy. The guy does defense break, I think, and he does taunt. He does taunt, so nobody, not taunt, but he doesn't allow you to go and attack somebody else except him. And he does the damage sharing, so it means anybody that takes damage, he will soak it all up. Absolutely a mini Valkyrie Shalltear early game. Absolutely a great tank. Overall stats, defensive, magical defense, and HP are really great. And he's a speedy character. You can use him as a speedy demon if you didn't get that Yuri early. So I would say Death Knight is one of the tanks. If you don't have any of the above and you have, like, you want to build characters and you have only SR tanks, I would say these are the best tanks. Now, mid investment with the early game as well, I would say 8th is one of the greatest tanks, just because of his passive, that at the start of the game, you have a chance that if you attack, he might go and support without you even clicking him. Really solid, really good, but he needs a little bit of investment on his passive so he becomes better, and he needs a good gear and good set. Now, Climb, another character that I would tell you, now, if you played the game already, or you started the game and you got a lot of copies of him and you built him, you would see that he's a decent unit, that he does everything. He buffs, debuffs, he stuns, assists, support, does everything. This guy is literally doing everything as an SR tank. Really, really good tank, but he needs investment. He needs to get to 4 stars, I think 5 stars where he shines, and he becomes even contesting with Yuri as a good tank. Who's better, she or him? But she have the speed and she have the defensive buffs, so and the debuff immunity that she puts on herself, which is really good. But I would say if you build him and you continued building him and you want to main him as a tank on your account, good luck to you. This is a smart play. Actually, he's a decent tank, but he needs a lot of investment. Not a lot of investment, but a lot of investment compared to an SR tank. So you can build Death Knight with no investing on his maybe invest a little bit until you get his ultimate for the first proc and his passive for the first proc, and that's it. You don't invest, and when you reset him immediately. But at the start of the game, you can get him to level 60. If you went to level 100, I would say keep him a little bit until we get Hamski and CZ, if you didn't build any of these tanks. But if you did build, reset him, he's not worth it, I would say. Again, same go for the Lizard, Sharyushu. Good, decent tank for taunts and defense down a break, which is really good, but I wouldn't say like build him. Also, everything from mid investment and high investment, I would say do not do it unless you started the game early when the game launched and you did build them. Then that's a different subject until you get something better and you build up your other tanks that are up there, which is Yaldabaoth, Yuri, Valkyrie Shalltear, and Cocytus, Cocytus. Then you reset them. I would say if you want to be safe, these, again, what I said, the only tanks that you need in the game. These three up there and Yuri, and even PDL. If you already built him, then you don't need to build Yuri. But if you already didn't build any of them, so these are the best 5 options that I would say. Maybe if you don't have these and you love Death Knight, build Death Knight as well. He's a mini Valkyrie Shalltear. Literally a mini Valkyrie Shalltear. All of these in the mid investment, do not do it. And the one character that we have on high investment, which is Knight Albedo. Now, Knight Albedo, I highly recommend. If you started the game right now, any player that this is the worst tank in the entire game right now, okay? End of story. Yes, she's the worst tank in the game right now. Why? Because you need her at 6 stars so she can give you all the shields. And now, shields counter meta is here. I know you will hate what I would say right now. She's the worst tank. Everybody will hate it because they built her. She was one of the best tanks, especially in PvP. Now that we have ER effects up, that nobody gets taunted, that everybody gets cleansed from everything, her taunts means nothing. Her shields are almost nothing. Everybody counter shield, bypass shields, remove shields. If you get some buff block also, you can't put any shield. The shields that you want is something from PDL. The shields that the ultimate of Cocytus give you. The shields, not the shields, but the sharing that you get from Valkyrie Shalltear. The congeal that you get from Yaldabaoth. These things are worthy that you can play around. But shields, normal shields, nobody cares about them and they don't do anything in the game. Taunt is not that good anymore. And with her stats, she's have decent stats, but all of them has decent stats at the top characters. And she's a high investment. Yes, you can use her at 4-star and 5-star just for the fact that she taunts with her ultimate. She's great in PvE, okay? Do not upgrade her more than 4 stars, 5 stars. Do not rush her. Do not go and invest only if she gets her banner. Get 1 copy. You can use her taunt. If you taunt them all, that would be great, which is happens like you need like to reset the fight for like 25, 30 times until this becomes lucky. I would either play Demiurge with his stuns or play Yuri with her 1 stun and freeze with Zaryusu, and that would help me a lot. But if you want to try it and try with her, that's really helpful. I would say she's really, really helpful for the PvE content. In PvP, she's really good, but she needs a lot of, like, you need to play her on EP and you want to play her on HP and defense at the same time, which is kind of crazy. Speed and EP goes good together, but she needs a high investment. She needs the 6 star, so she gives shields across the whole map. I wouldn't say now, if you started the game right now, I wouldn't say like build her. If you started early and you build her to 6 stars, yeah, completely, I'm agreeing with you. Keep her there. She's good. Any 6 star unit will be crazy. Like anyone that you build to 6 stars from these top characters, that would help you a lot. Now, I'm talking special mentions here for tanks that are not tanks but are different. I'm gonna include them here because they do a lot of things that includes the stats of a tank with high HP and defense and magical defense and stuff like that. Starting off with Renner. Yes, Renner is not a tank, she's a pseudo tank. You might tell me, how is she a pseudo tank? You build her on maximum HP, you give her her arc light. She does not die. This bitch doesn't die. Oh my god. Do you know how much that we had problems playing in PvP against people that built Renner and we raged? You can see it in my streams. You can join our Discord and see people. We were having fun. We were laughing. Even our friends that were losing against different Renners, we were laughing at them, having fun. Join our Discord and you're gonna check that. Yes, Renner is a tanky healer. She gives shields as well, which is not that important with the shielding meta again getting dropped off a little bit, but it helps a little bit. But the cool thing about her, she gives regeneration. And with her Arclight, if you have her Arclight, she cleanses herself always. She doesn't get stunned, frozen, or whatever controlled. And she always heals herself. You might find her that she's the last unit on the lineup to die. And she keeps healing everybody. She spams her ultimate and her second skill, which is kind of toxic. And the other toxic unit in the game. Now, it's Mari, okay, healer Mari. And he's even a better tank than some tanks actually here. He tanks better than Icy Cocytus. Yes, I'm not joking. He tanks better than Icy Cocytus. He tanks better than PDL. He tanks better all of these tanks that are here. Mari, if the dictionary wanna put a new meaning of toxicity and they know something about healer Mari, you'd open the dictionary and read toxicity meaning healer Mari. That's what you hear. Every time I play against any lineup that have healer Mari, I suffer. And to many points, whenever I find a match versus anybody in PvP especially playing healer Mari, I just concede. I forfeit the match, I lose it, and I move on with my life. Because it's super toxic, super annoying. You can't stun, you can't deal damage. If you dealt damage, they overheal it. He gives shields. So if you hit somebody massively with damages, his passive procs, give them shield and heal them back up to almost full HP. And I'm like, oh my god, and cleanse them. Like, he does it all. Now, he would have been broken if they gave him Indomitable and buffs for your entire team. I know that he buffs a little bit with the defenses, a little bit, or regeneration, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if he buffs like really great buffs, something on the level of Mask Shalltear, he would be the best unit in the game. He would be broken. But so far, he's really good right now in the meta, and he tanks a lot. He can tank for... I tried to kill them. I played single target counter team for one unit. Like one unit. I'm just attacking healer Mari. After 70 or 60 rounds, I guess, he was almost full HP. And I'm like, there's nothing to do. And he started killing my entire team because I didn't have a healer. I'm playing counter and I'm healing a little bit with my Mari on the counter team, which is a bad idea. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna tell you. As pseudo tanks, if you're playing tanks and you want another, but like somebody that gives you heals but is not a tank, you can go and put healer Mari or Renner with Yaldabaoth or Valkyrie Shalltear, and absolutely you have an annoying team. Now, if you're a person, I'm gonna say it from my heart here, if you're playing Icy Cocytus and healer Mari on the same team, don't talk to me. You're the most toxic people on earth, and good job with playing a toxic team. I envy you because I have one copy of healer Mari, but I don't have Icy Cocytus yet on my account, and I want to try it because it's super annoying to play against this lineup, and I faced it, and it's absolutely annoying. And yeah, you are toxic. And that's it for the video. Let me know if you agree with that, if you disagree. Tell me if you're playing another tank. Maybe you're playing Shayushu and he's doing a lot, because I've never seen anybody talk about him in a good way. I mean, I tried him. I got him to level 60. I did try his taunting. It's decent, but I didn't see anything special with him. Like Climb, I didn't max him to 100. I played him to 60 plus reset him again, and I didn't see something special with him. Tell me if you built them, what do you think about them, and if they're working for you, and I'll see you in the next one.